Proceeding ahead with the next question, find out the type of isomerism exhibited by the following pairs. Now we have given two questions. We need to find out what type of isomerism they show. Now how many isomerism we have studied? We have studied total 4 isomerism. Okay, metamerism. Then it is a functional group isomerism, right? Then tautomerism. Then there is structural isomerism, wherein we have studied under structural chain and position isomerism, right? There is, of course, there is one more type, that is geometrical stereoisomer. Okay, so that we are not going to now cover in these questions. So let us quickly have a look now. Question number A. If I look into question number A, it is having CH3, CH2, NH, CH2, CH3, and we also have CH3, NH, CH2, CH2, CH3. Now, if I carefully look into the structure, I can see that the functional group is what? The functional group in both the cases, it is what? It is same, right? But if I look into the alkyl groups on both the sides, it is not same. On the left hand side here, it is 2 carbon, right hand side 2 carbon. Over here, 1 carbon, and over here we have a 3 carbon. So the trick I have already explained related to metamerism. Okay, now metamerism is basically what? If a particular compound it is having or same functional group, okay, but the alkyl group present on both the side, it is different. Of course, the molecular formula, it should be same, right? If I count the total number of carbon in both the cases, the number of carbon atom is 4. Hydrogen and nitrogen is also same, but the only difference is the alkyl group present on the both the sides are different. So this is nothing but it shows a metamerism. Okay. So the functional group, the isomerism shown here is metamerism. Clear? So this is the first question. Now let us have a look on B. Now B here is CH3, CH we have, then CH2, CH3, and we have CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3. Now again it is very clear from the structure itself that we have two functional groups, right? We have how many functional groups? We have two functional groups, right? Which is the functional group present in this case? It is OH, and here it is ether. Okay, so one is alcohol, the other one is ether, and the total number of carbon atom in both the cases is 4. Oxygen is 1, and of course hydrogen is also same, right? So this is the type of functional group isomer. Okay, so functional group isomerism is shown by both the structure. Clear? So this is the entire concept related to isomerism. Let us quickly now proceed ahead. Now the next question, C question. Over here, if I carefully look into both the structures, I can see that the functional group is same and the number of carbon atoms are same on both the sides. Okay, we don't have on the other side, only on the left hand side we have, right? So basically, if I just try to convert the first structure into the second, okay, this is double bond over here. Then suppose from here one hydrogen is shifted over here, and then of course this double bond will get shifted here. So I'm going to get the B structure, isn't it? And then the reverse of it. So we can reverse both the structures. Now basically this is the type of tautomerism. Okay, this is the tautomerism isomerism shown by these two structures. Now let us quickly have a look on tautomerism. So basically it is a phenomenon where two or more molecules which are called as a tautomers, okay, these are the tautomers, they interconvert through the movement of a group or atom resulting in different structures. So basically I have just interconverted the first structure into second by simply shifting the atoms. Okay, you can shift a group of atom or a single atom. So this phenomenon we call it as tautomerism. Let us proceed ahead with D. Now again the D, here we have OH group. So again, I can see it is the example of tautomerism. Okay, if I just simply shift this hydrogen, okay, if I simply just from here, suppose this is one hydrogen on this carbon. So if I shift this hydrogen towards the oxygen, definitely the double bond will get shifted and then we will be getting this structure, right? And then the same, I can reverse it. Okay, how we can reverse it? Same way, this oxygen, okay, this hydrogen, here if this oxygen, it is pulling this electron, it will acquire a negative charge and then this hydrogen will again go back to this particular carbon. Okay, so this is again the example of tautomerism. So the isomerism shown in both C and D is tautomerism. I hope the concept is clear to you. Thank you.